Rachel Leishman from The Mary Sue. This should be good. Welcome back to Roast the Critics. I'm your host, Andrew. Let's jump into the new MCU offering to see what they're up to with Captain America: Brave New World. I realize it's mediocre, and for my money, with it being a Marvel movie, that means it's a bad movie. Rotten Tomatoes shows that the audiences gave it a really high 80%, while the critics gave it 49%. Even though the critics are more right here, I'm still going to roast the critics that got it wrong. All right, we'll start off here with Don Shanahan from Film Obsessive. Says, the evil seeds, layered twist, danger, music score. That's redundant. Also, that's his grammar error, not mine. And suspense plot templates present achieve the desired political thriller effect. Looks like English might be a second language. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. You know, he talks about political thriller. Well, just having a president in a movie does not automatically make it a political thriller. It doesn't even make it a political film. Any more than if you have animatronics come to life, does that make it a children's film? Lots of movies use a president in order to achieve a certain agenda within that film. It's just another character and a cast of other characters. Independence Day has a president. That is not a political thriller. Even having the president being played by Harrison Ford does not make it a political thriller. Air Force One, not a political thriller because it does not tie in with any real world conflicts that the countries or the world is facing. Lee McCoy from Rum Dums says, the pacing is lean and Red Hulk really shines, leaving you begging for more. No, it doesn't. I have not left a Marvel film desiring more since Infinity War. So wake me up when Marvel finally decides to top No Way Home or Endgame. Julian Roman from MovieWeb says, Captain America: Brave New World will have the haters eating crow. I'm not a hater. I don't know anybody on the internet, anybody in my circle of friends, like both of them, who are haters. We all collectively, everybody that is in any way invested in the MCU, we all wanted Anthony Mackie to succeed. And in large part, he did. He actually pulled it off. And I'm not surprised. I've always really enjoyed having Anthony Mackie on screen. And for him to have his own film, I think he did a tremendous job. You know, if you were to call me a hater for this film, well, okay. If I had to come up with things that I hate, well, I hate that it's not a better film. I hate that it wasn't better written. And I even think the director did a great job with the material he was handed. But I think all the faults lie with the script and the obvious rewrites and the reshoots. Just having Liv Tyler in there for 2 minutes alone, that whole thing was really weird. I hate parts of it, for sure, but I'm not a hater. I'm not going to go out with my shotgun and shoot down a bird and start munching out on crow. I don't want bird flu. Something else I hated was they spoiled Red Hulk. Why put it in the previews? Why put it on the poster? Why mention it at all? It makes no sense. Watching the film as is, I kept thinking, oh, this would have been very intriguing. What's going on with Harrison Ford? What's happening to President Ross? What is this going to lead to? But no, there's no question. There's no mystery. There's no suspense. Let's take all those fun elements that make a movie at all intriguing and throw it out the window. Stupid Marvel. Stupid Marvel. Marvel needs to not only fire but cancel the marketers. Cancel whoever convinced Feige, or even maybe it was Feige himself. If that's the case, if Feige was the one who said, no, we have to have Red Hulk in all the previews, we have to sell Red Hulk as the forefront of this entire film, then you know what? He's overstayed his welcome. Get him out. All right, let's get some fresh blood in here who knows the art of a trailer, who knows the art of intrigue for the sake of a movie being more enjoyable. Bryce Randolph from Beyond the Trailer says, the standouts here, in addition to Onah's strong directing, are the performances from Mackie, Ford, and Lumbly. The film has a lot of heart and moral character. Yeah, she is mostly right. Anthony Mackie, Harrison Ford, they all did a really good job. The acting was great. The directing was actually really good for a late-term Marvel film. But I don't see the heart in this film. The moral character is going to be automatically implied because it's a Captain America movie. But the heart? Is anybody getting choked up or even surprised about the whole cherry blossom scene? As soon as Harrison Ford is on the phone with Liv Tyler, who was not available to be filmed that day, and told him how much he loved walking through the cherry blossoms with her, well, that was just so poetic that I decided that's an odd puzzle piece to fit into a Marvel film. It doesn't fit. But then I knew, okay, I gotta hold on to this because they're gonna use it somehow. And they did. And okay, that's something else I hate. The whole cherry blossom, out with it. Captain America and the Hulk, it turned out to be Ferdinand the fucking Bull. So whatever heart Grace is talking about is very artificial. And I feel bad. I feel bad for Grace because if she's taking this movie to mean that she has that it has heart, then what other lines and lies and fake authenticity is she buying from guys on Tinder, right? So I don't know, just be careful out there, Grace. Be careful. But you know what's not artificial? Patreon, yes. You can find Roast the Critics on Patreon. I have a link down below in the comments. Click on that. That is your ticket to requesting a movie for Roast the Critics to do. So click on that. Any support, any donation, anything helps. I would be greatly appreciated. Also, leave your likes, comments, and all that stuff. So let's get on with the show. Rachel Leishman from the Mary Sue, this should be good, says, for the most part, Captain America, Brave New World feels like the MCU as we know and love her. So tell me, Rachel, is that the MCU's pronoun, official pronoun? Kind of like the Force is woman, the Force is the lady or whatever. And that makes sense coming from somebody who works at the Mary Sue. And honestly, I'm fine with that. I'm fine. I'm not against that. I'm not against calling Marvel, the motherland of movies. But if you're going to do that, you have to be accurate. Right, you have to be age accurate because if Marvel has always been a woman, then you'd assume that Marvel was beautiful and full of promise and vibrant at the very beginning, with the help of a man, of course, in Robert Downey Jr. So then, as Marvel, as she grew, she became more beautiful. She grew into this tree of life with all these superheroes stemming from her branches: Captain America, Thor. They're all sprouting from the branches of this beautiful mystique of a woman called Marvel. And now, after Endgame, she's just heading downhill. She's over the hill. Really started to show her age. So now, Marvel, with all of her gentleman lovers gone, vanished, poof, Marvel is now nothing but a sad, withered widow. Just a reflection of what once was. Grasping on dearly to the men in her life that made Marvel great. Please like and share, and I will see you in the next film. Welcome back to Roast the Critics. If you have already visited them, but you know what's not artificial? I am blanking on. I don't know what I was going to say. What's the thing where they give me money? Not that anybody will. Patreon. But you know what's not artificial? Patreon.